And we're going. We should be live. Let's see that. Well, there's a little bit of latency anyway. So before anything, I actually want to organize those things a little bit to see what we want to do. Can we get going? Yes. Let's just cut the sound. And I do have the chat. That's cool. Oh yes. Publishing this stream on Godot Coffee. That would be nice. Where is it? It's here. Should be the link. Yes, looks like it. Streams. And we're good to go. Hope it's the right one. So yeah. First, let's check the tasks that I've listed. So we want to add new quests for the log production. Then I wanted to add a new resource, the planks, which are processed logs. New upgrades for the lumbering camp. Okay. And implementing the skill feature. I will add a new node, which will be... Okay, I lost it already. Planks. What did I think about? New upgrades, log production, planks. Okay, that's weird. I had it, but it's gone. Oh yes, it's back. New feature, which would be the market, because I want the player to be able to sell their log on the market. So I'm not so sure what I will start with. Maybe the market, that would be a big one. So, yeah. Oh, Darian is here already, so hey, nice to see you. And I will add the chat on the other screen as well. So yes, market, new feature. I don't know what I'm going in, that's a big one. And since I'm kind of apathetic right now, it might not be a super good idea, but whatever. I'm gonna create a random node. Market. I'm gonna create a list of tasks for this once I'm ready. Oh, the region is closed this time. That's cool. Even though it should be named Singleton. So I will start simply by creating the link, I guess. Create a view. That would be the beginning. So I want to create a view for the market. Yeah, let's find an icon. Actually, I can do that right now. Finding the icon. So let's see what we have. Market. It's like a stock arrow graph. Chart. That's fitting. How big do we want it to be? 64. All right. So we do have an icon. We want to create a new view. And then we want to find a way to give values to resources. The logs will have to have a value. That could go in the manager, probably. And let's start with that. We have a ready to start. So user interface. Maybe I should create a component for those links. Yeah, I could do that. So it's a horizontal box container. And that will be link button, navigation, link. And in there we have a texture and a link. For the anchor, so we'll make it wide. What am I planning to do today? Yeah, so that's gonna be markets. I want to expand the game to basically create a plank resource by adding a new generator that will consume logs. And at some point, every resource will be something you can sell for silver, which is the main currency of the game. So I will start with that, the ability to sell logs. And that will give us some matter to create quests. And I will take care of skills later, I think. So today, yes, market. Starting with a component for the links so that creating views is a little bit easier. So here there's going to be link button. And for the texture rect, we want it to be nearest. And we're gonna grab this chart. That will go in the icons. So let's see what it looks like. Okay. Ignore fit white. Yeah, looks like we want it to fit the white. Or did I give it some fixed? I don't know. What did I do? Text rect, it is fit white. And if you want to sell wood for silver, won't you get to the point where you still have too much silver? To get to the point where it will have too much silver. Yes and no, because silver will be used for upgrading things. I mean, it will be used for everything. So at the moment, the costs are very low, but on the long run, they're going to be very high. I think it will have something to do with the silver. But won't you reach a point where we'll have 99,999? I'm actually aiming... Yeah, selling wood will not necessarily... Because basically, you will sell wood. That's an option. But ultimately, as you will go further in the game, you will have more usage for the wood. Like, you will make planks, and then with the planks you will make objects, and this will increase the value of whatever you're crafting. So the same, yeah, the same logs, if you sell the logs, you would get 10 silver, but if you craft something with it, you would get maybe 1,000. Something like this. And eventually at some point, it would be interesting to have some kind of cross skills, so that, for example, by using woods and maybe stones or whatever, you would be able to craft better gear for other skills. I'm not so sure how this will turn out. I haven't done much. No, I don't want to say planning, but I didn't write it down that much because of what I'm using. The reference for this game. I'm using Black Desert Map as a reference, basically. This is my guidebook, sort of. And since I know it pretty well, I know where I'm going. So it's not very clear here, but can you show me the nodes, actually? Here you gather wood, which you can then process into planks and then into plywood. And then in town, we can't see that, but you have workshops where you can craft furnitures or gear, pretty much. So that's my plan, sort of. So yeah, here we will have a navigation. Well, let's save this before anything. Components. That's going to be a link navigation. Link navigation. Who was I talking with on the Discord about that? But right now I don't want to spend too much brain capacity on game design. I'm actually caring more about programming and coding features rather than thinking the things. Did you play Black Desert? Yes, way too much. I guess we can say that. Um, I don't know. I think I have the 30k hours on Black Desert. So link navigation, I will have to create a class name, link navigation, and we will need the link text as well. Whoa, that's very bad. So as you will see, I'm very apathetic, not to say groggy, because I had my Chinese medicine thing today, and it tends to leave you very woozy for a while after that. So link text and actually the texture. So that's going to be texture 2D. Yep. And on ready, we just want those two guys. I just want texture rect dot texture to be equal to texture and link button text. You played a little well. I really love that game. The combat system is absolutely brilliant. I've never seen an online game with a combat system that good. And there are a lot of things which are very cool and good. But I just think that now I'm not going to say it's dying, it's definitely not dying, but Um, okay. I don't have any. No. Yes, it's. I don't want to say it's struggling, but it's losing the spark it had because of too much content, too much. I don't know. And at the same time, it's a game that you play sometime very idly. You're very idle when you play Black Desert, but the game is like requiring a NASA computer to function. In the sense that when it's summer, like right now, playing Black Desert is like adding so many degrees to your room. And this motivates you to create game. Um, what in particular? Because there's a latence between the moment I speak and the moment I see the text. So so yeah, I think the link is just gonna be this. Oh, and I do need the tab ID actually. Yes, for someone who is new, there's too much to remember in a short time. Yeah. The game was much easier, I guess, back then. I started three, no, even more than that. 4 or 5 years ago, I guess. Well, when it was released on Steam. And it's not really that there's so much to remember, but it's like there's just so much to do. It used to be one road, pretty linear, and now it's like it sends you all over the place. And every time it's like it makes my brain bug when I do something. It's like I feel like, oh no, I'm actually not doing that other thing that I need. But that other thing, there's 10 of those. So my brain just my ADHD brain is can't can't work that anymore. I mean, I played a lot of MMOs and I always wanted to create something like that myself. Well, yes, I guess that when you are a hardcore gamer, you do want to create game. That makes sense at some point. But it's like we all have our own expertise and thing that we want to do. So, for example, some people just want to do game design. And yeah, but it is frustrating to start from the bottom. Yes. The problem with the gaming industry is that it is, I mean, it looks like, I don't know if it really is, but it looks like it's absolutely brutal. And if you don't have the money to invest in, then good luck with that. Because as far as I remember, when I had to choose for my studies, that was in 2013, around that. So I had to choose before that, before I leave high school. And I wanted to go to a game school, how to make game, which was very far away. And one of my friend was going there. But yeah, since he was not recognized by France, as in this is a real job, there was like no. That money that you get when you want to go to a super expensive school. Yeah, they wouldn't give that for that kind of studies. And then if you don't study in those schools, getting a job in that domain is kind of complicated. So studying indie, yes. So that's why I'm making idle games on the long run, because That's something you can do on your own. And recently um I've seen videos about Life, the MMO, which is still living and it still has its public sort of because of the revival and stuff. And when you really look at it, I don't want to say it's crappy, but it's simple. There's no crazy things. The graphics are nowadays we could do so much better, and even if you're bad, you have so many new techniques which allows you to make something in that level sort of. So you don't necessarily need to make something absolutely brilliant and perfect on all aspects. So as long as you have the feeling that the players are looking for, even if it's ugly or just, yeah, I'm gonna say not so well polished or very high expensive production, people will still play it because that's what's the most important, is that little intention at the heart of the game. And what made the revival of Flife as an MMO was that people wanted to play old school MMORPGs. Because Black Desert Online is absolutely brilliant, but it's a solo game. If you really think about it, there's no reason to play with other people. Absolutely not. And that's kind of sad, I guess. So we do have the link button. Yes. I want to create something small for the phone to make money. A greedy desire. Well, that's of course. Of course, everyone wants to get money at some point, just enough to live, that's the very least. And if that is the case, then you will be able to handle it. Like, for example, in my case, making a game only for money, um, I just can't because I would burn out. And that's what's very annoying. Like my brain, if I'm doing something that I don't want to do, or like if I want to do it for reasons that I don't really care about, I just can't. And we have someone new. Wait, I don't remember if I've seen you in the chat already. Whoa. Tuperando. That's how I would say that. Um so yeah. In my case, it was making tutorials that motivated me because otherwise, at the moment I don't want to make a full game. I want to gather so much more knowledge, small knowledge, and then I will think about making a big one. So yeah, welcome here to Perondo. We are. Oh, I actually didn't put my current task things. So what are we doing right now? We are procrastinating before creating a market to sell resources. Could I create a factory administration or management game with a sales system, receipt, or material and the likes in Godot? You can literally create anything you want. There's no limitation. It's, I mean, what all threes have in common, to say Godot, Unity, and Unreal, is that they're kind of it's not the kind of engine that will give you built things like RPG Maker, which will give you levels and enemies and encounter system like this. They do not work like this. As long as you are willing to go inside the programming, you can do anything. There's nothing you can't do with Godot. So here, yes, did I actually forget something? No, I don't think so. Tab ID, texture, link text. We are connecting this. Well, I think we're good. So let's actually go back to our user interface and components. We don't need that. We need our link navigation, and I will have to turn the fan on because I'm gonna die otherwise. Okay, that looks great. Dbox container. So link navigation, I'm gonna name this market. Whoa. Market. Sorting test text will be market actually. Texture will be, well, I'm gonna load it. Chart. And tab ID is gonna be 0, 1, 2. That's awesome. Well, yes. Unreal, it's too hard. Unity costs so Godot, it's free and easy to understand. Yes, Godot's free, that's definitely a yes go. And to be fair, at the very beginning, I had a little bit of trouble because I was used to work with Unity. But once I got my hand on how Godot works, now I do things and feel that it's easier. But maybe I will at some point realize that Unity is better for some specific things. But Unreal, I could never go back to C++, like never. I mean, yes, I could, but definitely not the plan. I started with Unity and made a replica of Flappy Bird. Seems like something you should do if you want to learn, to be fair. I actually never went through those things, but I really should have. So yes, link button markets. It's actually kind of annoying because it doesn't show in the editor. Or I could be using the tool. I could try. Let's see. I never used that, but so if I go in my user interface here and I actually close it and open it again. Yes. I learned C++, that's what I thought I needed to code. The further away or the closer you get to C, the more control you have. But it's the kind of control that I don't want, if that makes sense. So that's quest. And that's debugger, really? Texture. Oh, I see. What a mean guy. I could do that, but that would be... Yes. Let's do that. For the sake of doing things the right way. So texturect as a texturect. I usually like to have my code the right way. So let's do it. Actually, for those who know, I talked about making a community project, and I'm kind of wondering if this could be the community project. Okay, so I start to learn Java for full control. No. It's an object programmation, so it won't work. Java is like it's like C# for sure. Probably not C++. I don't think C++ has classes. I don't know about that. The user interface is saved. We now need to create a new view. So we have that panel container here, and I'm gonna copy this guy. All right, so let's create something new. User interface, control, and market view, or view market. So it is a center container. Make it a group project so that we can also contribute. Yes, exactly. 'Cause right now it's only local, but I honestly just have to host it on GitHub. And yes, I had this idea with the Poke Clicker series that I did, but it didn't catch anyone's attention. People just watched the series for the tutorial. And yeah, the idea is that people can actually contribute to the project, making features and in whatever aspect. It could be in game design, assets, coding, whatever. I can only put pictures and music at the moment. Well, that's still something. I can only put code. So, and I was thinking about having votes for features so that, wait, is that a center container? Like, we would kind of have polls to see where we would be going. What am I trying to? Yes, I'm so slow. It's crazy. And yes, that's not what I want. Margin container. So I think it's 16. And that VBox will have a 16 separation as well. And I can paste. So this title, that will be market. So I have to think, what will it look like? We will have resources, and you will be able to collapse that resource to see what's in it. So that's a VBox, all right? And we want a panel container. So we want another panel container. And that will contain a VBox, or actually a margin. Probably a margin. So something in the line of 16 again. So now we can add a VBox. And let's actually create one component. So the component is going to be a VBox again, with first the H box, which will be containing the title. So that will be a label. That will have a collapse button. And it will have a texture. Maybe at the beginning. We have a texture rect. So that's going to be a entry, right? So here there will be the item name, colors button, item texture, and the item name. So let's try just to put something in there. Log, like this. Each box would have a separation of 16. And the item name, which we'll expand, it will contain the name, simply. Theme override. Nope. Theme variation. Header medium. Is that header large? Yes. So item name here, it will be item name. That's kind of small, but that's alright. So that entry, yep. I will save this as a scene. I should probably try to do this with abstraction, but no, let's just do one. Let's just do one. So I'm gonna save. Well, view market is unsaved. That's crazy. It's crazy. Scene. Views. Market. So by the way, just to be sure, you were playing Phenomenal Evil. I mean, making. And you said that you wanted to make something different. So do you actually have a current project right now? That will be saved as a branch within my market, and that will be log. That will be log. Market log. Yes. Let's go in there. Entry will stretch horizontally. So we have the collapse button. So great. Then let's add a VBox, which will contain 16. VBox here, 16. We do want a separator. Potato farm. I think it already has a name. It's like I don't know. It's like this idle game with communism. But yeah. I have to think about how it will look like a little bit more. Because I could be, well, making a chart is like, no way I'm doing that. That's manageable, but that would take its own thing. Component, make a chart. Visualizer? Wow, that's crazy. That would be so crazy to do that. But I want to keep that on the side. Just to remember. So, how am I going to do that? I think I want the market to update every timer, and the prices will change between a range of two prices. So yeah, and then you will be able to sell. So you will have to choose whether you want to wait or not. So here, maybe we can do something in the line of showing the minimum and max price. So after the separator, we would have I think I have to draw it, because otherwise I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna create a canvas for that. Or actually I still have this plugin, so let's go with this guy. So we do have the log. Here we have the texture. Here we have the text. Can I make a squiggly line? Be squiggly. Nope. No squiggliness. Oh yes. There we go. Here's my squiggly line. No, there's not. Why? Okay, that's text. And here's my collapse thing. So we would have a sell button in there. And I want to have the information, sort of, and the current value will be, it could be on the line here, actually. Yeah, that could be better, to have the actual value and the selling button in there. Yeah, that could be cool. So let's go back. This here would just be the description. So I will add a label, there will be minimum slash maximum price of the object. So here in the first border, we will have a button before collapse. Are you centered? Yes. So button, there will be the sell. Oh, but what do we sell? What quantity? That's annoying. So maybe not here. Let's delete this node. But we want the value, that's for sure. So we'll have label. And that's going to be price. This will be header small. Whoopsie. So here that would be, oh, did I post the music? Yes. Price. Or that would be value silver. Something like this. So this way. Now at the bottom, we can make this an H. We would have H box with the label. And then a button to cell 1. Let's give it a size. 160, 80. Cell 1, 10, 100, and all. Well, we could make a grid at this point, but that would be kind of messy. To be fair, I don't really care about scaling this game super high. Yeah, that sounds a little bit sad when I say it like this, but that label here will be the description. Minimum and maximum price of the item. So here we have X1 button. Or X20, X10, yes. X100 and XO. So let's change the text. Oh, okay, that's a bad start. So we sell 1, we sell 10, we sell 100, and we sell all. Alright. So that's what it would look like, basically. So now we do need to create some things about it. Some logic, some brain. It needs a brain. Whole thing only has a body. Where am I seeing it? Yeah, here. View markets, and market comes here. So let's run the project just to see what is your problem. Yep. I didn't give a target to my collapse button. Sad thing. Collapse button, you will collapse the box here. What does the market look like? We could have those opened by default. Actually, we don't need collapse right now. The collapse seems unnecessary. Yeah, the collapse is definitely not needed. Or at least I need to add a default. We need to add the ability to change the default value. Like variable open by default. And that will be false, but we can set it to true. So if it is open by default, then we want to toggle collapse. Let's see here. Open by default, yes. And now when I start the game, I go to the market, it is open. That's a cool thing to have. That's a cool thing. Oh. Yes, the brain. It needs a brain. I think I will start by updating my manager log. Oh, go fetch it in the game. Manager log. Hey guy, what do you have to tell us? Well, first you tell us that you don't have your bridge singleton. And then we do want to add a value to it. So I can make a get value method. And that will return a vector2 int. So here the base value is, I will initialize it at the top. So variable silver value vector2e, and that will be equal to I don't know. That's random. That's random because I made zero calculation for the balance. Okay, so here we have get value. Now that we have this, we need to create a market. I actually like this album. Which one is it? It's the white one. Cool. Destiny and Dead People T. Really? Okay. Destiny and Dead People T. So anyway, back to this. Let's create a new market scene. Creating a market to sell resources. Yep, that's what we're doing. So manager markets. And let's add a script. So manager market. Manager market. Singleton, please. And if not, right. Singleton. So the thing is that I will probably create nodes under this one for the different objects. So here, this will look like this. I need nothing in there. I'm gonna create my market log thing. So market log, manager market, facts, items, and market log. Do I want to make a... I do. I guess I do. So class name, market log, extends node. And now what do we have here? We have a current value, which is an integer. Then we have we actually can go with var silver value, which is a vector2, and that will be on ready. That will be initialized to manager log.ref.getValue. So the market will need a time. Timer which will happen every, let's start with 5 seconds. Auto start, perfect. And here I will just have a, oh, no, can't do that. Oh crap. Because so what's happening here basically, the market timer is going to be at the same level as it's a child of market manager. So if we get the node, then on ready, I mean, I have to put that clearly. The market items will need the timer before it is actually code. So I want to make sure that the market manager does create the timer first. Yeah, I will have to do something very tricky here. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, there's the better way. If I use export, that will work. So we have timer here. Oh, we don't necessarily need it. I just need to create it. Well, yes, I do. Export timer. Timer. And then I can create a function get timer that will return a timer. I can do that. You get the timer so that when I create a market log, you will have a function on market timer. So on market timer timeout, we will do things. Things. 1, 2, 3. Function ready. So on ready, we do want to grab that timer. So manager markets dot reference. Okay, cool. Oh, we've got a gorilla in there. Hey. So if I'm right, ape and fluffy. I'm gonna say fluffy, even though that's fluffy, but is that fluffy? It's the same person, I believe. Fluff, fluffy. Yeah, I can manage to do that. So hi, anyway. So yeah. So what I want to do when the market timeouts, what I want to do is change the silver value. Yep, that's me. Great. Classic Pandaren monk name. I believe that's a WoW reference. I'm not sure. I never really played that game. I tried, but it's not that fun when you are alone and it's like 20 years after the hype. So we need a base value, basically. How can I? Okay, I think we need to add this to the save. We need to add this to the save. I'm stacking so many save objects and they all have one entry. That's absolutely brilliant. Yep, that is. Yeah. It's a great game, World of Warcraft. I I don't know. I've I've exhausted my energy to play a WoW like on other games than WoW. Too bad for WoW. So data markets. I say that, but I'm actually willing to play a little bit on fly, so I'm kind of a bad person. So export variable, that's gonna be log value. Now you're playing League of Legends. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, that would work. Because with my um with my role playing tabletop role playing group that we had a long time ago, there was this kind of reference or meme that I created, which was that if you play League of Legends, in any game you play, you still have the ability to summon a salt elemental because you're a LoL player. That's a long story for another day, but that's thanks to them that I embraced my apehood. Um, the only thing I know is that there's a lot of cyber woohoo on Woo. Not to say a lot, but there is cyber woohoo. So ape cyber woohoo. I can see that. So life value is -1. So we want to load the market value. So here, do I want to make a method for that? Let's make a method. Load data. actually do need to get my data object. So here I'm gonna have onReady variable market data. Yeah, or maybe just data. So that's data markets equal game.ref.data. The I didn't add this. We create a new entry here. But now we do have market. Yay! What time is it? Okay. Because, but yeah, speaking of League of Legends, the last set of TFT I do appreciate a lot. It's a really cool one. So if data.logValue is equal to -1, then we know that we need to initialize it. So here, data.logValue will be random. So here, let's set that to 0. Variable row. Did we switch album? Because, oh yes, we did. I thought that the ambience changed a little bit. Oh, we did change a while ago. Why do I have a warning? Wow, I so not care about this. So we create a random integer between the value minimum and value maximum. So silver value dot x and silver value dot y. Or as we say in French, Greek I. The data log value is equal to raw. Otherwise we do nothing, actually. But we will have a get function get value, which will return an int. I'm coming. I've seen some messages. I'm just doing that. Return current value. Well, there's no current value actually. I don't need that. You be gone. And I will return data.log value. That's better. So what do we have? TFT. I'm not that good at it. I'm not that good at it either. I don't play to rank up because that would mean a lot of play, but I'm around silver or gold when I can reach it. I tried Pokemon Auto Chess a couple days back, but I got booted, just like in TFT. Oh, I think I've tried it. It wasn't that sexy, like the user interface isn't very appealing, but and it felt very confusing. But yeah, why not? Could be a good game. Well, my project is with a large character. Yes, Vega, of course, which can stack AP for damage from phenomenal evil. Well, I didn't realize. So just I'm I guess we can say that I am a long time player because my first game of League of Legends goes back to 2009. So, yes. When I saw Phenomenal Evil, I instantly knew that was Vigor. Nah, Ape, you're good. No, but it's Jungle Div. Yeah. I tried Jungle recently, and nope, not that good. Not that good. I'm trying Belveth, but she's probably not super strong right now. And Briar, she's just like, she just feels super gutted compared to what she was when she was released. So anyway, return data log value. That seems okay. And on timer timeout, yes, we want to check, we want to do things. We want to basically let the value fluctuate. So, function fluctuate. So that's going to be a rule. So it's going to be an int. And what does rand e give you? Rand e. Oh, that's like a lot. Way too much. Way too much. Get me back. So that's gonna be Randy Ranch. It's funny because every time I say rand e, because that's French. That's we say e instead of I. That reminds me of Randy from RimWorld. Actually, always thinking about this guy when I do rolls. Le sub. It's like le crying. So yes, we have a roll, and if roll, then we want to raise value. Elf. What's the opposite of raise? Decrease? Deraise? Decrease value. So we will have increase, decrease. Let's create those two methods. Okay, let's catch up. You probably want a normal distribution if Godot have that built in. A normal distribution? Also, you are a master mark. Teach me the way of flaming my enemies like 2004, 2014. Well, oh, that's that was way harder back then because you didn't have the emotes. So it takes courage to flame one's enemy, but it takes even more bravery to flame one's friend. Yes. It's absolutely hilarious sometimes when you play in a group of friends and they're like people you don't necessarily know, but you have to behave. It can be very funny to see sometimes because you know some people which have very bad temper, but in presence of other acquaintances, they become very different. The typical thing is that they will turn it against themselves. And Ricardo is joining with 2 hands. Pinky hands? Yes. So it does this. That's great. So hey to you too. So how will I increase the value actually? The problem is that we miss the median value. We are missing like something in the middle because we have the minimum, we have the maximum, but not the base value. So maybe we should make something like variable mid value. Do I need this? No, I don't. So increase value. When we increase the value, what I want to do is to get variable fluctuation, which will be an integer, which will be equal to 5, well, to data.log value multiplied by 0.05. I want a 5% fluctuation. And yes, I know I'm narrowing. That's the point. I want to be narrowing. Please, let me narrow. And blah blah blah. I want to make sure that it is a minimum of 1. So if fluctuation is inferior to 1, I want fluctuation to be equal to 1. Then we're going to do something which is going to be new result, well, new value as an int. It's going to be equal to data log value. We will add the fluctuation like this, and then we will check that it is in the bounds. Why do you want to do that? Oh, okay, my very big bad. We want to check that this new value, if new value is superior or equal, we don't really care, to what is the silver value. If we get, so minimum, maximum, so maximum is y. If we get out of bound, we want to go back to new value equals silver dot y. Great. That should be cool. So you're waving your hand. Is that a response to Ricardo? Or are you going? That could be those 2 things. And we have the weird planet. Let's stick with that. Secret is gonna be the same thing, but with negatives. So the 1% definitely, 5%, 1, but we will remove this thing. And if the new value is inferior or equal to the x value, we will, oh, and I need to save it, of course. Data dot log value equal new. New value. Great. Here with you. Wrestling with my own code. Yes. That's also the point of the stream. Kind of motivate people to work on their own game. So what are you working on? Um, actually can't remember if you said something about your game on Discord. On time to time, I wouldn't want to fluctuate. That seems great. And I don't think we need to fire any signal in there because the market will be its own signal. Um, so manager market items, market log, and you come in here. King here, we bowling. So I just gotta check, but I do believe, yes, that's an easy match. Here on the thing, I asked you advice about. Oh, you did? And what did I say? What is it and what did I say? Okay. So from, why can't I? Nope. Okay, it's kind of broken. Oh, right. It's completely, the search system of Discord is broken. I don't want to deal with that right now. So get timer, we want to create a signal here. So we'll have markets updated. So on timer, timeout, updated. Make sure I connect this. Timer dot. Since then, I got biomes implemented, almost done with resource gathering, and even created a nice filter effect to emulate day-night cycle. Okay, the Digimon word spook I gave you. Well, that was very spooky. Like, a lot. Because I honestly didn't think about this game for years. And when I say years, I really mean years. And at the moment, I hear the music and my brain is bugging just to be sure, like, is that really that music? Okay, so I can't remember what advice I gave. Oh, yeah, I remember the problem. You had a texture problem. You had a texture problem. Digimon World 1 was awesome. It was. It was bugged. I never managed to finish it on the official CD I had, but yeah. And sorry about that. No, actually, it's not. It's not that kind of bad spooky. Of course, I would have kicked you from the server. No, no, no. Honestly, ghosts, they're cool with me anyway, so. I had a note problem in general. Yeah. All I remember is that I was so tired that that was like worse than being drunk. Way worse. And I understood pretty much nothing of what happened except that you did fix your problem. So we do have the timer updating. That's right. And this thing should actually be living its own life. So market manager, you go in game. Mm, yeah, that looks good. Oh, I do need to... Wait a second. Maybe I can try to add the enum I was thinking about. Want to... Like enum. Items. And then I would have log. Like this. Okay. Okay, it's not super... I won't do that right now, because that would need abstracting, and I don't want to be abstracting right now. Either I'm abstracting or I'm using variants. Why variant is very fine, I guess. I will just have a... I will have a get log. So we will return market log, and we'll call. Well, sorry, but I have to... Well, actually, I have to... I had problem general, Nunaman and Sukaman gang rise up. Nunaman was so broken because of the costume. Well, sorry, but I have to go this time. Bye, au revoir. Well, au revoir to you too. And yeah, see you later. Thanks for passing by, if you're still there. I was still not familiar with Godot's hiccups when you modify scenes left and right. Needed an external look for a bit. A plus. Numemon, not my fave, but it's the only one I want a plush toy of. Huh. I remember as a kid that this game was very hard, not even mentioning the fact that it was bugged and nearly impossible to finish. They, they, they just kept dying. Finding the balance between training them and progressing through the game was very hard for my kid brain, at least. Because I always want... I think I had those guides where I was seeing the requirements for evolutions, and I was trying to reach those requirements through the training camp, but it was probably not the best idea. I think I was spending way too much time in a training camp, and that finding random months in the wild would be better than just spamming rocks. I don't know. It was pain, but it's alright because I came back to the game much later with a USA version, I believe, on an emulator, so I was able to finish it, and I did beat the last boss of the game without cheating, so I felt good about it. Sometimes you need to get those games from childhood and just say, I will finish you. Now that I can win this game very easily. Okay, so let's create a market. We don't need to name it. A lot of those games needed turbo, which I'm glad when they released certain JRPGs onto newest console they added it. Oh, you mean skipping time? Yes. Yes. I'm pretty sure that I can. Yes, I do still have the bell sound of training at the camp when you were completing a task. I have it in my head still. So we have quite a lot in there, to be fair. So we want to update. Want to update the price or the value? Update value. That's gonna be a value. Label. So here that's the description. Well, some I actually don't need to make methods for. Like, I just need to initialize. Well, that's ready really. Well, it's not the on market timer timeout. And Yuri's here. It still didn't stop me from dropping Final Fantasy VII. Never played this game. I know it's a bangers, but never played it. That's missed, I guess. For 2 months, and coming back to me sitting on the world map in my airship, confused as I was. If you want some cathartic pleasure, I got a Nimiman only, no training, no items in battle, no external tools. No external tools, she's box was recorded. You mean like finishing the game with the Numiman? So I do believe that you do mean not using the costume. Because the bells that will foam into my deathbed. That could be. Yes. And we have Yuri. Hi Yuri. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for passing by. Hi, yeah. Looks like those streams are way ahead of the published videos now. Um Yes. Yes they are. To be fair, the market isn't even the video planning. Um what's going on is that right when the stream is done, I will publish the save video. And that quest video, which I'm not super proud of. That quest video, it will come before the end of the week. Beating Machine Draman with New Mimon. Well, you better have this New Mimon very smart then. Well, I don't know, because I really feel like there's so much content in this game that I never reached. Like, they have so many skills, and it's like they're all just too dumb to use those skills. I don't know. So let's see what we want to initialize. Well, actually, I can hard code some things, right? Yeah, item name that can be log. I don't need to. It's only the value that I want to change, really, and the description, of course. For example, in this game, there was the tournaments. I think the tournaments they were super cool to do, but um, Yeah, I never spent too much time in there. I just did that to get the bird or something like this. But once I had the recruit, I would stop. And I don't know why. I just remember how pissed off I was by the, I think it's curling game, the penguin game. Because when I was young, I did like it, but when I had to do it again to finish the game, I was like, no, no way. It's so annoying. It's too hard. So description. Description is going to be equal to oh crap, manager, market, ref, get log, get. Oh no, this is so annoying. I have to improvise one right here. Or I can. And what am I doing? It's all so messy. Also, to those who arrived late, don't mean late, but um, midstream, I mentioned at the beginning that I am um, weird tired because I had my Chinese medicine session today, and it has this side effect of leaving you very, very tired and groggy after it. So right now I'm very apathetic, and my brain is floating in another dimension. There's so much missed potential with the tourney emo. Yeah, with all three Digimon World games. I've not found the second one. I've never played the second one. The third one, though, the third one, it was a huge banger. Like, it's one of my favorite RPGs ever. The story, like, when you play Pokemon and you are complaining about the story being bad, even though Digimon World 3 is all over the place, sometimes it's hard to follow. Like, you're not as guided and you can get lost very easily. But overall, the plot, when it starts to get itself together, around the moment you find the pig, I mean, the guy is pig transformed. I, I think around this time in the game, the story is finally kind of. I don't want to say it's starting, but it's like, yeah, the beginning of the game is just you don't really know what you're doing there, and then there's this thing, and it's like the highway to the end, and it's just very good. And it's a slap in the face of Pokemon games. I'm on my way to gym so Sally can stay longer. Hope you're having a nice time. We'll look later in the VOD. Well, nice gym session to you then. I don't mean 2 and 203, but redigitize a next order. Okay, so 2 I don't know. 203 obviously I do know, but then otherwise never heard of. I heard the 3 has to be released before proper balancing took place, and it wouldn't surprise me one bit. It was hard. As a kid, I couldn't get through some parts of the game which was just way too hard, and it really took me to use external documentation to understand what was happening so that I could use the proper statistics or elements or something like this. But yeah, I when I was young, when I had it as a kid, I was stuck very early in the game. And I played it later as an adult, and it was super cool. And also the time speed of the emulator was definitely helping with those farming sessions. Grind, grind. I'm gonna have a get description. So get description, what is it gonna be? Return. It's gonna be a big string which says value range. That's okay. Value range. We've had worse. So silver value dot x. Okay, I'm starting to be jumpy. Do I have water? Yes, I do. Still a nice game though, yeah. Glad you checked Melvo Idol though. I didn't find it confusing, it's just a little bit freedom to choose progression path, but it's just that I honestly don't understand uh, what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to go forward through the adventure. And actually, the many things you could be like, oh yeah, I actually want to be crafting good armors, so you go into armors or things like this. But it's kind of confusing at the beginning because you have to make wood to make firewood, and firewood is supposed to be helping you get more cooking experience. But then you have this wood on the right, it's firewood, which you can turn on. It's supposed to be doing things, but what's the difference between the one on the right and the one on the left? And then it's supposed to give you a boost to cooking, but you can't do two things at once. So once you go to cooking, it stops the firewood making. So how does that work? I mean, that's the kind of questions that I have, which are not very clear. So at the moment, I'm just doing random things. I think I'm making a rose, and I'm farming chickens, basically, to make more arrows. So yeah. But I bought the game, so I'm probably I will try to play it anyway, I guess. So that's my description. And here I can get description. Or I could save. So yeah, what did I want to do? Yes, update the value. So here we do have the value which I will make unique. And whoopla. Value as sleep. Oh, I forgot. So the tax here is going to be equal to the value, and the value is going to be string format dot thousand set off. I could do that better, but so it is market manager market dot ref dot get log dot value. That looks correct. And we want to update the value. when the timer times out, and we want to update the value when we just get in. So is it broken right now, or is it workable? Oh yeah, the firewall skill is just a bad design in general. The basically point is to max all skills and complete achievements. Got to go now. Have a nice evening. See you later. Well, have a nice gym and see you later. Thanks for passing by. So yeah, is it broken or does it work? Game didn't explode. That's interesting. Um, yep. Why was it 0? It was 0. I saw you. Because the value wasn't initialized? Can you go up? It doesn't want to go up. It's a main guy. Wow. The market isn't very nice. Seriously, is it going to go down again? Okay, that 0 thing. Um, manager market.gd. There's nothing in there. So market log. So let's go back. Ready. Oh, we didn't initialize the value. Is that it? Because here we get the timer. Yep. And we fluctuate. Yeah, that's it. So here we need to initialize the value. But I think, oh, I created a load data, but I just didn't use it. That's sad. That's kind of sad. So let's see, where is my manager save? Do you want to load? No. And there we go. 5 silver. Okay. Now, well, I don't care. Let's load. But I will have the timer run faster. And I want to see how this is going. Oh, actually, it maybe because it is pseudo random, it will stay around the same numbers. Like, is it possible that it ever gets to 2? Okay. Yes. So what are we doing today? We are watching numbers changing, falling down to hell, and never raising up again. Oh, it does. Oh, we are at 10 silver. So it does work, technically. That's cool. So now that we have this, all we need is create those cell methods. Yeah. So it reminds you of the something debacle. Dollar GME. What is that? You will have to explain what it is to me. Let's actually, well, I actually want the prices to change way less often, something like 30 seconds. Yep, slightly tired. Oh, and by the way, what time did I start? At 6? So it's almost 2 hours. All right. That moment, GameStop was short squeezed on the stock markets. Oh, that's like a. Huh. And we have someone visible coming in who's asking, how's life? I'm dying, but it's alright. In the exhaustion sense. I actually want to do something on the project, and yeah, I'm much more motivated to do things when I'm streaming than when I am not. So here we created the market. So no, it was fine. It's fine. Let's see in the what we have, new feature market. Well, yeah, maybe I will separate it into smaller features. Like I could create a separate project. I could create a separate project. And yeah, by the way, hi, Vision. Because you're asking a question, but yeah, it's a hi anyway, so. So yeah, to answer your question, slightly tired, still didn't prepare how I'm going to move in the next days. Move, I'm not meaning moving, but just taking a weekend and being lazy. So what's about you? Is your game project going well? New feature market. Yep. But I want to. I'm too lazy to create something bigger. Well, organize my projects off camera, I guess. So selling. Yep. Selling. Why do you want me to save? That's suspicious. That's sus. So generate a log, maybe. Where am I? Right. I'm at the right place now. So here we want to sell logs, basically. Function sell. Actually error. Or maybe not error, but Okay, how am I going to do this? I will. First, if quantity is superior to getLog, then can I do we change the parameters? I mean, why would it be something we don't do? Quantity would be equal to getLog. That I don't see any reason not to do that. I'm working on it 8 hours a day. That's some decent progression, I guess. I don't remember if I know what you're doing. I don't remember. What was the thing you were asking? I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, let's see. If quantity is superior, we'll get that. So then, what next? Next, we remove the logs. Data dot logs minus equal quantity. Then we want to create silver based on the value and on the quantity. So manager silver dot ref dot create silver, and we want to create quantity multiplied by we're gonna go with if get log is inferior or equal to 0, return failed, and then I will have a variable market data. And that's going to be game ref. So market data dot that value. I can show you on Discord after stream. You can show me on Discord right now. I have it on the side. Quantity dot value. Yep, that makes sense. And you're back. Well, back, Dorian. I'm slightly fading away. So here, yeah, quantity, market data, log value. And I think that's correct. Except that we do need a cell old. And this will take nothing. Why, it could. Let's maybe return an error. And we will return cell log get log. Seems that makes sense. Too many arguments. almost created infinite momentum. That yawn. Yeah, kind of. But it's alright because I'm a late nighter. So waking up is like mission not possible. But staying super late, no problem. Even though it's not late, it's like 8, 8 p.m. But I had some weird schedule these recent days. Yesterday I woke up at 2 a.m. and I streamed at 7 p.m. We sell all sell, yeah, okay. Okay, we can try this. Oh no, I need to bind the buttons. Ugh, so annoying. So can I do this in there? I can. I can do the messiest thing ever. And I'm willing to do it. So, or maybe I will just bind one button, and if it works, I will do over more. So X1 button, let's see what's going on. As button, dot pressed, dot connect, and here, okay. And how do you make bigger ones? Because I literally just woke up though. Yeah, based on your actual time around the world, it could be either normal or very weird. But I'm I can't say weird. Like my sleeping is just sleeping schedule doesn't exist at all. Like for a week, I was just living during the night because I didn't want to deal with day hit. So we have a function which is gonna be manager log dot ref dot cell. Oh come on, what's wrong? Log dot- Yes, dot cell. Oh no, I didn't save it. Is that what you're telling me? Yes, that's what you're telling me. For me, it's 9 p.m. Yep. Well, as long as you manage to do what you want to do, I guess everything's fine. Oh no, we are that. Yeah. So we do have to wait a little bit. That's a bad thing because I'm tired. So waiting is a very bad idea. And the music isn't helping either. Sign in to chat. Looks like I'm not signed in here. Oh yeah, we're rich. Let's go buy the lumbering camp. Yoo-hoo! Okay, so now let's make wood. Oh no, I can't. Forgot about this. So what's the market like? Oh, wood is expensive. Quick, we need to sell. Quick. All right, let's go. Um. Ah. Oh, I didn't emit the signal, but we have lost wood. We definitely have lost wood because at some point, yeah, I can say. So we have 0 wood. Just no signal. Nice progress bar idea. Well, I didn't know how to make radio progress bar for a very long time. I just learned this the last week. And yeah, it looks okay. I don't know where I got the idea from, but it looks like you both never saw the game. I mean, you didn't see the recent updates that we did on the last stream. So maybe we could go through the game a little bit to show you what we have. We'll go through the game after I fix the signal. So here, right there. So log spent, not really. I technically need to create another one, but I'm just gonna go with log updated. Okay, let's create a new save. So yeah, um, technically the market should be hidden right now, but I didn't do the progression for that yet. So what we have is the trading good common goods. Simple. We still have the 2 upgrades from the upgrades episode, which is out since a while, I believe. Do we actually want to spend silver right now? Yes. So we do have the levels showing. That you can see the code for this in I don't know. Where am I in the timeline? Okay, right there. So the code for this will be visible in either of those 2 videos. So anyway, once we have 250, we can buy the lumbering camp, which unlocks this, but we can't have both at the same time because there's a limit of generators. So here we're gonna get some wood. There's an upgrade. I just made one at the moment. So now we have a new quest, which is producing logs. So here we will be looking for 2 logs to be produced, which is done. Now we can validate this quest, and it's not showing, but the reward for this quest is that we can now do 2 things at once. We can have 2 generators working. So anyway, now if I stop everything, go on the market and sell, it does convert properly. That's cool. Let's actually produce some more a little bit while we continue the code. So I need to create that extend button. It's actually not that bad. I mean, the syntax here. So we want to connect a function human resource when done. Oh, you mean like people? I mean, how many people can be working? Yes. So it's not at the moment they are completely implicit. And yeah, I don't know how this will increase exactly. That will because we will have skills, so skills could unlock generator capacity. And at some point, one of these days, I will want to make a skill tree. Since I am a huge, I mean huge, no, I don't play anymore, but I've played Path of Exile a lot, and I have a special love for skill trees. And I would very much like to learn how to make those. Function. And finally, X or button. That connects to the function. There we go. Just need to make those two guys unique. My nose is so itchy. Okay, but I want to load this time. Waiting for PoE 2. I honestly don't know if I would play it. I really like the first one. Even though I'm super bad at it, I really like it. And I don't feel like I want another game in that genre. Especially if it's going to be laggy, because it requires big computer. I kind of like that the first PoE is can play it with pretty much anything. I love skill trees too. But yeah, I could try it. The second one. I will most likely try it anyway. But I'm not waiting for it. Because I would be. Oh, and you want to see something super cool? If you have a generator running, and well, you can have both. If you close the game and that it saves, then they will run at the beginning. So we don't have the second one because it didn't save, but okay, let's see. Let's actually sell 10. Whoa. And now let's sell 100. Amazing. Except that the label is kind of wonky. So technically, we can say that the market is sort of done regarding what I wanted to do. Because now it will just be a question of adding new resources. Like I think the next step will be adding a new resource to the game. And I do mean planks. Nice job. Well, thanks. Oh, wait. No, that's cool. I was afraid that me tapping on the desk would vibrate in the microphone, but looks like it doesn't. Okay, so I can be contemplating this a little bit, or I could just do things. Oh yeah, increase log productions. Actually, I do need to. Like the music is really telling me don't go back to work. I have to wait at least 5 seconds. Or 1, 2, 3. 3 rounds of trending good should be enough for a save. Debugger, really? Oh, come on. It's an anonymous function. Why would it need a written type? Well, because it's a function. Okay. Whatever. How old are you? I'm 28. I'm 28. And yes, it is secret. The lambda functions are now typed. It's just slightly annoying that we have to type func. Right, let's see. Well, it's not really Q1, but I may add a date. Oh no. No default value. No default value. No, I really don't want a default value. Get away. Phew. Okay, I really have to. I don't want to. No. Well then. Or maybe I can use the calendar. Date. No. Check quick. Select the date field to create a calendar. Yeah. But I don't know why I have to. Or maybe if I have this date, a due date, okay, and if you create a new note, you get gone. So it's very weird. I'm pretty sure I didn't have this last time. Or do I have to remove it? Yeah. Oh wait, maybe. Why don't you? Okay. Okay, let's go back date. No, I do have to put one. Okay. Yeah. Well, we won't tell anyone. I will erase the stream from this earth. No one will ever know. New note. Select the date field. I'm slightly annoyed by this. And when I mean slightly, it's definitely a lot. So that I feel it clear. I have it. So I'm so dumb. Alright, alright. So yeah, we could be creating planks. As much as we could be... No, that's definitely the go-to thing. Because skill that goes very far in the future. Upgrades, they could be cool, but we can manage, and quests, they are very secondary. Or actually, well, when to unlock the market, that will be a question for another day. But yes, planks. Should I send my game's gameplay in projects? What is projects? Um, yeah, so basically the idea here is that you create a message for your project, and then we can use a thread. So yeah, you can share anything you want. Gameplay, ideas, code, screens, and actually I think you can even create a thread right away. Yep. Another yawn. Blanks. So creating a new resource that comes in a line of creating a new resource manager to begin with. So we can start with that. Manager is blank. Manager blank. All say hi to our new resource. So I guess I will do it the lazy way. Like this kind of lazy way. I kind of want to create a data resource, but that would imply refactoring those two guys. Well, I don't necessarily have to refactor those two guys, but I at least can create a data resource. So it's going to be planks. Just a raw gameplay, basically. It's a mobile idle game with endless progression, of course. Is this going to be super loud? Or not? Because that will go on the stream, and actually the sound is... Oh yeah, now I do remember your project very well. Whoa. Alright. Let's actually be smarter than this. But, okay. That kinda makes me feel bad about my games. The last thing I've tried to do in pixel art wasn't very successful. Why is it not looping? It was looping on the other side. Or maybe not. And there's even animations based on the texture of the sword. It does crop damage though. Boo. But yeah, it really looks fluffily reacted. He's fencing. Well, if fluffily is fencing, then I am cooking. So from there, we should be able to create a thread. Threading. Me. I just hate how it changes my little. He's so mean. I don't like it. Mean guy. Yeah, so SFX, that should be the visual, I guess. No, sound. Sound FX. So there's sound. I don't know. SFX. Sound. Focus. Let's have the resources. So export, variable resources, data resource. Actually, I don't know what to do with those. I swear, one of these days, you will just see me arrive with no hair, without a warning. That's what I tend to do when I'm super annoyed by it. Yeah, the best thing in those animations is that they are fully flexible. I can control all the duration, etc. Well, you were there when I experimented my first time with animation, which was kind of um a butchery. Is that how you say that? But yeah, it was not that glorious. And there we go. Thanks. Oh, you're cheating. Okay, I understand it better. All these SFX are AI though, and free. I can send a link if you're interested. Animations are good. Maybe one of my favorite nodes. I once tried the animation tree, and there was like, no. In fact, I had better results with twins regarding what I wanted to do than animation. And I want to show you something because if someone knows how to do that, that's like, because I'm desperate. This collapse menu here, it's instant, right? It is instant. But basically, I would love to be able to have this animated. That would be very cool. Something like a sweep. I no better way to explain this. And the only way I managed to make this animation is by changing the scale of the content here. So this works very well. Maybe I can show you. Like if I go in my game village, so I have the trading goods and I have the collapse button. So you control the collapse button. Okay. And what you're doing basically right there. Okay, I don't know if I will be able to tweak this. But let's create a twin. So before we make it visible to false, we will have twin dot twin property, then collapse container, then scale, then 0, and 0.25. I think that looks good. It looks like the right twin that I want. And here we have 1. Oh, it's a vector 2. Oh, and the x, wait a second. So it's going to be 1, 1. And here it's going to be a vector 2, 1, 0. So, okay. I may be doing something very, very bad here, but can you change the offsets gradually and have it to hide behind the main upgrades while not satisfying twins? Yeah, I will show you the problem. Why is it not doing anything? I'm kind of butchering my script here. So onReady, I need a variable. If not collapse, you collapse it, otherwise you uncollapse it. But this could be wrong as well because there was no animation. Oh, that's because I may have a container in there. So because it is a container, this can't happen. No, right, okay, it works. In one side. Like 2, 1, 0. But you get the point. The point is that what happens is that it works very fine, except that if you actually do watch the remote game user interface, main view, village, VBox, trading, margin, VBox, here, I think it's the grid. Yes, it's the grid here. So as you can see, the grid has a Y scale of 0, which is correct. However, it still has its 119 size. So because of that, it scales down, but the actual size of the node is exactly the same. So because of that, the container doesn't scroll down as well. It stays here. And that's just so annoying. I tried so many things to get the container to, well, I didn't find anything. So yeah, what did you say? You said you can change the offset gradually. Offset, offset, isn't that the pivot? Because if we take this guy, for example, here, the offsets, I think it's the pivot. Yes, well, twins isn't scale is vector 2, yes. Or use scale.x. Oh, I didn't know that. It doesn't start twin, it does. I have a better idea. Make the modulate animation like fading in and out. Oh. Yeah, but the problem is the container. Because right there, there's the container behind it. And the container should... It's not affected. I'm in the relative positions. Yes, but the relative positions can't be altered because of the V-box, basically. Well, no, I don't think you can. Because it is the V-box positioning the children, so I'm not so sure that you can slide them. But the scale, on paper, it works. The only problem I have is the container behind it. The panel container. So not using a container... Well, no, there's still the size. So I don't know. If someone is able to have this thing collapsing with the container collapsing as well, damn UV box. Well, they do so much good that I can't blame them. Because they are very, very, very effective. But maybe it's just not meant to be. Can modify modulate. But modulate, isn't that the visibility? I mean, the color? Wait, what is it? Wait a second. What is modulate? Yes, this. The color applied. Yeah, so basically it would become invisible, but it would still have... It would still take the place. I would probably make a new scene with 2 superposed panels for that. I once tried to have panel superposed to containers, and that was a nightmare. And then I realized this panel container, and I felt stupid. But show behind. Top level. Flip children. Ah. Oh. Yes, I mean, okay, so you say turn off visibility when twin ends. Yes, it does work, but there's a slight problem. Because what happens is that the content will slide and the container will stay until poof. So That's kind of working, I guess. But it's still not what I want. I would that is not financial advice. Use a weighted twin, for example. Yeah. Well, if you guys manage to make a prototype of this and send me a snippet of a video that shows me this container collapsing on itself, uh, I don't know, but I will be glad. I will be happy, and I might do things, but I don't know what. Different value for the planks. The planks are gonna have a different value. I'm gonna go 25, 25, 50. Then project. You mean this one right here? Oh no. Oh yes, I'm logged. But that's the origin? Yes. Okay, so yeah, that you have the link now. But really, when I said prototype, I really meant just a simple scene with a simple drop down. I wanted to bring that to the stream. Well, I will have to add this to the descriptions. So, where am I here? There we have the repo. Okay, back to planking. Do data, right? Get plank. Data dot why is there no plank in this? Data. Okay, data resource. That's why. Get value. Save value. Yep. Create blank. Entity blah blah blah. Data dot blanks. I'd be. Yep. And what's weird is that it finds a data logs. Why it shouldn't. Is there an S? Or am I doing weird things? Thanks. I will confuse myself very quickly if there's some with and without S. Yep, no plank value. We need to add this plank value. Data markets. Okay, so we send plank, we sell plank, we get plank. Sell plank. Oh yes, sell log. Too bad. Sell plank. Spend. It's not very cool what I did here. The yawns are getting closer from each other. So now I need to create a generator. Wow, there's just so many singletons in this game. So many. So many. We have the generator blank. Great. And now I'll again copy paste. So copy paste is very cool, but it's super easy to make very dumb mistakes. So generate a log. And let's go. This one's going to be full generator. Base generated break. Generated blank tick. Base tick duration 30. Wow, I'm very mean on the timers. Beginning of the game is going to be tough. So ready, calculate generated break. Calculate tick duration. Settings dot, yeah. That we need to create a new setting. Generator blank is active. Then get progress. If not, is active. 0 progress. Timer. So no plank here. No upgrade 01. Yep. Timer start. Setting generator blank is active. Toggle. Calculate generated blank. And we use blank fatigue. Calculate tick duration, so that should be cool. Then here we will have to do something. Manager blank dot create blank. There's an error though. Manager blank not declared in the yes it is. Yes it is. Aha, screw you. And on timeout generate blank. Really have the wrong view. But yes, when we generate blank, we want to make something check first. So here, we need to have a log consumption. Log consumption. And at the moment, it's going to be 15. So if not manager log dot can span log consumption, well, I don't need to do that. I just try to consume it. So if manager log dot ref dot spend log consumption, if that is different, then okay. Stay alive, please. I need you for the chat. What? Okay. I thought the stream stopped. So return nothing. So if we can't spend, we return nothing. And if it is spent, then we go on and we create a random amount of blank. I think we can just try with that. But we do have to create a little bit of UI. Let's see. Nope. Maybe I want to duplicate it. So village, generator log, and I duplicate that guy into generator blank. Okay, so scene. What do we have in this scene? Texture progress. We need new textures. Yay. That's fun to do. Or yeah, that will be that. Clever. So let's bring our new assets to Godot. Oh, I need it in another color as well. So I have clever. Why is there no underscore? So now let's get its other color, foreground, and it's going to be 4B. So modulate animation sucks in this case, looks not good. I don't want to say I told you so, but I thought about it. I don't really know what you mean by modulate animation, because to me modulate is just the color. So yeah, I have no idea what it would look like. Here we have clever under. Well, well, well. Well, 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 what? Update visibility. Yeah, it will be visible as, yeah. Texture though. Oh yeah, texture, let's actually change this. So quick load. Clever. Nope. Oh no, I picked the wrong one. Toggle. Whoa, there's a lot of things in there. You mean transparency? Oh yeah. Just checking an important. Um, So. Generator started. Here we're good. Toggle button. We're in it, alright. Collab. That should work on its own. We should be good. Target. Oh yeah. Open by default. We don't care. And no upgrades. Yikes. I probably don't want to leave this here. So, wait, is this really working? That's it? That would be sick. Of course, there's a problem. Generator started. Generate a plank. Oh, well, I know what I did. I did not add the singletons to the game. So manage a plank, you go in currencies and generate a plank. You go in generators. Yeah, let's try again. Of course. There's no timer. Yep, I see what's happening here. There's no timer. That's exactly it. So we are reaching the end. Why is it not showing? Oh, I didn't add it. It never ends. It's like I did everything, but I connected zero node. Zero node. So generate a plank. No, not here. Okay, let's try again. Wow, it's beautiful. Let's get some wood. We will Oh no. Oh no. I deleted the wrong upgrade. Wait, what? On a scale? Oh no, that's awful. I deleted the upgrade from the wrong thing. Going on. Okay. So generate a plank. We have the upgrades here, so I'm gonna copy this. And in lumbering camp, I remove the upgrade, of course. Alright. And I changed it all in there. Go here. It is generate a log. So I need to turn everything back to log. Wait, no. I think I get it. No, I don't. Which one is this? That's slug. Okay, that's slug. My copy pasta didn't work very well. Okay. Progress, texture. You should be stump under, and you should be stump. Right. And you at the top, we don't care. Generator log. And we have an upgrade 01. Alright. So we save this. Just to be sure, I'm going to change the toggle or just the texture progress. So if I change this blank, yes, as I thought. So I need to delete. So collapse button, it's alright, but toggle texture progress and you need the new script. Task progress and toggle. Alright, now let's change things to blank. So just explaining what happened here. I duplicated the scene so that the scripts in the scene, they were still pointing toward the previous duplication. I mean, deduplicated from, instead of changing to go back again. Okay, it looks right. The progress now. Okay, cool. And maybe I should change the title, which this is gonna be sawmill. Is that even? I have a slight. No, in sawmill. Yellowish. So it's gonna be sawmill. Okay, do we want to try now? Seriously? Seriously? Why is the texture wrong? Well, thank you for being here, Fluffy. And yeah, I hope you liked it, and I will see you in another one. Fluffy. That sounds fun. Actually, I have to change this because I don't know why. Generate a blank. Why is the texture not the one? Okay, so if I start the game again, we're good. Except that this guy should be saved. That's kind of weird, because no, it should keep track of it when I'm saving. Or maybe there's an error in generated plank and there's a log still missing. Well, no. Or in the loading? Yes. No, plank fatigue, that's correct. Never mind. If setting generated plank is active. So 2D? No, what am I doing? So right here I should be able to stop the game, start, and have both generators working. However, this one doesn't load. Oh, is it because I didn't? Well, I did. I'm a little bit confused. Let's try the sawmill. Oh, we are not actually gonna see the planks because there's no resource label. But we will see logs going down. Yeah, it works. It works fine. Except this thing not running, not loading. Generator log. If settings that generator log is active, start. So why? Oh, it's because it calculates this thing when it is ready. But it is too late. It is too late. Okay, so I identified bug, but maybe I can try something. But no, I'm gonna leave this for another time. And we will wrap it up for today. I believe we did a lot actually. So yeah, yes, we saved everything. So let's just bring all this, stage everything. And yeah, we have a Condor feature again. So what do we have? We have markets, TSL logs, new resource blanks, and I think that's it. That's it. That's all we have. Right. So yeah, we didn't update my task at the top. So thank you for making it this far, if you did. And this is gonna be everything for today. I hope you like the stream, and I will see you in the next one, another one. That was fun. So we have No Vision, which is asking, are there any game jam? Will be soon every Friday, except that I won't be there for this one. I won't be here on Friday, and maybe I will be back for the next Friday. That would be cool. But yeah. So if you want to participate or actually go watch the jam, it's gonna be there. It's every Friday. Ooh. Oh, parenthesis. So yeah, actually now the code is online. So if anyone wants to begin tinkering with it by forking and making changes, it's very well welcome. I will review the pull request if there's some, and yeah, could be cool. Go get some rest. Yes. I'm kind of preparing right now. Oh, the music did something weird. So anyway, I will be out. You practice your game dev things, and I will see you somewhere. Oh yeah, I have to publish the video actually. So if you want to watch the saved video, this is gonna be out.